and welcome to today's video in which I'll show you how I make my Harry Potter button badges. All of the badges that I showed in this video, they weren't made by me, they've been made by other people or Warner Brothers or whatever, but since then since a few months after that, I've been making my own. Most of the time, apart from some pinned badges, but button badges I've been making myself. I'll show you the process of making the badges first, and then my organising of it with these 3 boxes and this thing back here. The first step is deciding on a design, and today I've decided to go for Gringotts coins. Using my badge comparison, I chose the sizes. These look alright. I then go on the computer, find the images I want, and I believe I can use any images I want because they're for just myself. Not quite sure on that one. I put them to the right size using the templates I have saved on the computer, print them off, and we get to here, at which point I cut out the badges using the circle cutters. I've also printed out that Polish Ravenclaw badge to make in 58mm. So we'll start with that one. I assemble the badge making machine, depending on the size of the badge. I get my die and put it on the badge maker. Theoretically, I should also be attaching these butterfly clips, but as I'm going to be changing the dies so often, there's not really much point. This still works. So it is backing plate, badge design, mylar, making sure it's a single piece of mylar, the metal pieces in a top hat form, pressing down the badge back, and I like to make sure it is exactly in line with this gap, parallel to it, moving everything, making sure this is all nice and parallel, making this a mushroom shape, and pressing it down firmly, especially the bigger ones. The bigger the badge, the more firmly you should be pressing down. Nuts, sickles, galleons, and that Polish Ravenclaw. And here is my organisation. So I have big things, extras, small things. So in the big things I have all the things I need for 45 and 58mm badges, apart from the mylar. The mylars are in the small bits. And also anything that might be useful when making badges for other people, such as envelopes and bubble wrap. In this middle box I have dies for each of the correct sizes, so the circle things. Any spare materials I'm not currently using, and little plastic bags that have come with things that I can use to put the badges into. And in the top one I have the 25 and 38mm badge making things, all of the mylar, all of the circle cutters, all of the boards for underneath the circle cutters, and that's pretty much it, I think. To organise the things within the boxes, I've bought this set of drawer organisers for the kitchen, Wilko, for £4 a set, and I bought 2 sets and it's enough for me. So that's what I recommend if you're also looking for something similar. Then there's also this box from Von House, which I found on eBay, and I store the actual badge maker in here, and it's sort of portable badge making if I ever needed that. I haven't yet, but it's a compact box and I have all of the sizes in here as well. So the badge maker's on top, a flat circle cutter, some scissors to make sure that the circle is exactly right because it's more difficult with a flat circle cutter. Also a compass and pencil because you can't really see what sizes things need to be with the flat circle cutter. And then in here we have 25mm badge making equipment, so enough pieces of mylar roughly for the 80 badges this fits. The 38mm badges, so 50 pieces of badge making equipment, about 50 pieces of mylar. And then these boxes couldn't contain the 45 and 58mm ones, so those boxes I used to store the badges I've made, and I've just made cardboard boxes that fit in here. And this fits 50 45mm badges, and then this bottom one fits 32 58mm badge making things. So from this I can make 212 badges, and it's all portable in this small box. If you are at all wondering where I get all my badge materials from, it is www.e-badges.net. I did a little bit of a search around the internet before deciding to buy from them, and so far I've been very happy with their service. They have 1-day delivery pretty much in the UK, and very good customer service and very high quality materials. I'm very happy with how these badges are. The only times they ever fall apart is if I'm being a bit lazy and not pressing down hard enough on them. I haven't had a badge fall apart that I know I've put a lot of physical strength into, so eBadges is definitely a really good place to consider if you want to buy your own badge maker. But it might be a bit more expensive than you anticipate it to be. This is just something that I've picked up as a hobby that I really like. I've been wanting a badge maker for quite a few years, and I got one this March. I've been making badges since. I've probably made over 500 at this point, so I'm quite happy with it. And you can just pin them on like normal. Thank you so much for watching this video. I really do hope that you enjoyed it. I will see you in the next one. Bye bye!